Your partner can't stop crying. Their hands shake as they hold a legal document that arrived unexpectedly today. You've never seen them this upset before. This combination of shock, betrayal, and fear. Something is terribly wrong. You may have noticed your partner seeming distracted lately, checking their phone more often, having trouble sleeping. These weren't random stress reactions. They were subtle warnings of what was coming. This legal document that's causing such distress isn't just ordinary paperwork. It contains information so shocking that it threatens everything you've built together. The life you thought was secure now feels like it's balanced on a knife's edge. What makes this situation even worse is that someone you both trusted, someone who claimed to have your best interests at heart, is behind this. This third party has been operating in the shadows, setting things in motion that are now causing your partner this pain. The document in your partner's trembling hands reveals the truth that's been hidden from both of you. And now that this information has come to light, you have a very small window of time to respond before the consequences become devastating. This legal document reveals something stunning. The trusted third party you've relied on for advice and guidance has secretly filed legal claims against your shared assets. They've been systematically positioning themselves to take control of your financial accounts, property rights, and even certain personal belongings with significant value. The document contains evidence of falsified signatures, backdated agreements, and carefully constructed legal loopholes that this person has been quietly putting in place for months, possibly years. What makes this betrayal even more shocking is how calculated it's been. This person has been present at your dinner table, included in your celebrations, trusted with intimate details of your lives, all while methodically creating this legal trap. The document outlines how they've leveraged private information you shared in confidence to create vulnerabilities in your legal and financial standing. The implications are immediate and severe. Within 30 days, this third party could gain legal control over assets you believed were securely yours. Your partner's tears come from the realization that someone they genuinely trusted has engineered this betrayal with careful precision. This isn't a misunderstanding or a simple legal dispute. It's a deliberate attempt to undermine your financial security and future plans together. Ignoring this document or delaying your response will only strengthen their legal position. The clock is already ticking on your ability to protect what's rightfully yours. Looking back, the warning signs were there all along. Remember when this person began asking unusually detailed questions about your property documents, investment accounts, and family inheritances? Those weren't casual conversations. They were calculated information gathering. Your partner now recalls how this third party offered to help organize important documents, having access to sensitive information while appearing helpful. The times. They suggested using their trusted notary or legal contacts instead of yours. This wasn't convenience. It was control. Their insistence on being included in financial discussions, their subtle suggestions about changing account structures or ownership arrangements, these were strategic moves on a chessboard you didn't know you were playing on. Others have experienced similar situations with this same individual. 3 separate families have reported concerning legal maneuvers that mirror what you're experiencing now. Their stories follow the same pattern. Trust built over time, followed by unexpected legal action that caught them completely off guard. The document your partner holds contains distinct legal language that experts identify as part of a known strategy. Legal professionals who've reviewed similar cases point to specific phrases and clauses that signal premeditated intent rather than standard legal procedure. These aren't randomly chosen legal terms. They're strategically selected to create maximum leverage against you. Most telling is the paper trail that now makes sense. The copies of documents this person insisted on keeping just in case. The meetings they arranged with financial advisors where they were mysteriously included. The casual offers to witness signatures or handle mail while you were away. These weren't friendly gestures. They were calculated steps toward this moment of crisis you're facing now. To protect yourselves, you need to understand exactly how this person operates. This isn't random opportunism. It's a carefully constructed pattern of behavior. They specifically target relationships where trust has been established and where significant assets exist. Their approach begins with becoming indispensable, offering help, showing extreme reliability, and positioning themselves as a protective figure in your lives. Their psychological strategy involves creating subtle dependency. They solve problems you didn't know you had. They provide solutions that always somehow involve them gaining greater access to your personal affairs. They isolate you from other advisors by subtly undermining confidence in those relationships. What motivates someone to betray trust this way? It's rarely just about money. There's often a complex combination of entitlement, jealousy of what you have, and a disturbing belief that they deserve what you've worked for. They've convinced themselves that their actions are justified, that they're simply claiming what should have been theirs all along. The most unsettling aspect is how they maintain two completely different personas. To your faces, they appear supportive, concerned, even loving. Behind closed doors, they methodically document and exploit every vulnerability you've shown them. This split in personality allows them to look you in the eyes while systematically undermining everything you're building together. Understanding this calculated nature is crucial because it reveals exactly how determined they are to follow through with their plans against you. The emotional toll this discovery takes cannot be understated. Your partner's tears come from a profound sense of betrayal that cuts to the core of their ability to trust. This isn't just about legal documents. It's about realizing someone you both cared for has been deceiving you. That realization changes how you view past memories and shared experiences. Your partner may cycle through disbelief, anger, profound sadness, and even self-blame. How could I not have seen this coming? Is a question that will arise repeatedly. This self-doubt is exactly what the third party counted on. Your tendency to question yourselves rather than their motives. These emotional responses mirror the stages of grief because you are, in fact, grieving. You're mourning the relationship you thought you had and the security you believed was certain. This grief process cannot be rushed or dismissed. It needs to be acknowledged and moved through together. Your support is absolutely critical during this time. Your partner needs to know that you stand united, that this betrayal by an outside party won't create division between you. The strongest relationships emerge from navigating crises together, finding strength in your connection rather than allowing external threats to create internal fractures. Remember that your different emotional reactions are normal. One of you may feel rage while the other experiences shock. Honor both responses as valid while maintaining your united front. Taking immediate, strategic action is essential. Within the next 24 hours, you need to secure all original documents related to your assets, properties, and accounts. Store these in a safe location that this third party has never had access to. Change all passwords and security questions for financial accounts, especially any that this person might know or could guess. Document everything. Every interaction, phone call, text message, or email involving this person. Create a timeline of their involvement in your affairs, noting when they had access to which documents. This chronology will be invaluable to your legal team. Contact a specialized attorney immediately, not a general practitioner, but someone with specific experience in cases involving financial exploitation and contested documents. The initial consultation should happen within days, not weeks. Bring copies of the documents your partner received, but keep the originals secure. File for immediate temporary protective orders for your assets. This creates legal breathing room while your full response is developed. Your attorney can file these emergency motions quickly if the situation warrants it. Avoid direct confrontation with this third party until advised by your attorney. Emotional confrontations often inadvertently reveal your strategy or provide them with information they can use against you. All communication should be carefully considered and potentially guided by legal counsel. Be prepared for this process to take time. Legal resolution rarely happens quickly, but taking these first protective steps immediately can prevent further damage. While navigating this legal challenge, protecting your relationship becomes equally important. This external threat can either drive you apart or bring you closer together. The outcome largely depends on how you communicate through this crisis. Create designated times to discuss the situation, balanced with periods where you focus on your relationship outside of this crisis. This prevents the betrayal from consuming every moment of your lives together. Even in the midst of this stress, take 20 minutes each day to connect about other aspects of your lives and relationship. Practice united front language, both in private and when discussing the situation with others. Phrases like, "We've decided," and "Our approach" reinforce that you're facing this together. This unity is your greatest emotional strength right now. Acknowledge that you may process this betrayal differently. One of you might need to analyze every detail, while the other processes more emotionally. Neither approach is wrong. They're complementary ways of handling the situation. Give each other space for these different responses while maintaining your core connection. Find small ways to re-establish security together. Create new rituals that strengthen your sense of home and safety. Something as simple as a nightly check, in walk or holding hands during challenging phone calls, can become powerful anchors during this storm. Remember that surviving this crisis together will ultimately reveal the true strength of your partnership in ways that easier times never could. Once the immediate situation is being addressed, implementing long-term protection becomes essential. This experience, painful as it is, provides valuable insights about vulnerabilities that need strengthening. Create a comprehensive legal review of all your assets, accounts, and important documents. Work with professionals who specialize in asset protection to establish clearer boundaries and ownership structures that are more difficult to challenge or manipulate. Establish a trusted circle of professional advisors who know each other and work collaboratively. When your financial advisor, attorney, and accountant communicate regularly, it creates a network of protection where unusual requests or changes would raise immediate red flags. Implement regular legal and financial check-ups, scheduled reviews of your situation with professional guidance. These routine examinations often catch potential problems before they develop into crises. Many couples establish quarterly reviews following experiences like yours. Develop healthier boundaries in all relationships. This doesn't mean becoming distrustful of everyone, but rather creating clear limits around financial information, legal documents, and personal affairs. Being kind and being vulnerable with sensitive information are different things. Trust your instincts moving forward. The subtle feelings of discomfort that were ignored before should be honored as important internal guidance now. If something feels wrong in an interaction or request, pause and examine why before proceeding. These protective measures aren't about living in fear. They're about creating a secure foundation that allows your relationship to thrive without vulnerability to similar situations. The document your partner holds represents both danger and opportunity. Danger if ignored, but opportunity to protect what matters most if you take immediate action. Within the next 24 hours, you must secure your documents, contact specialized legal counsel, and begin documenting everything related to this situation. Resources exist to help navigate this exact scenario. The Legal Protection Network offers emergency consultations specifically for cases involving contested documents and financial exploitation attempts. Their advisors are available even outside business hours for situations exactly like yours. Every hour matters in your response timeline. Legal protections become significantly harder to implement with each day that passes after receiving these documents. The strategies that work on day 1 may not be available by day 30. Support is available for both the practical and emotional aspects of this challenge. You don't have to face this complex situation alone. Connect with our community of others who have successfully navigated similar betrayals and emerged stronger. Show your appreciation for this timely warning by giving super thanks up to $20. Your support allows us to continue providing crucial information that helps protect families like yours when they need it most.